Mr. Beagley.
Hey there guys and gals, it's Gerbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Gerbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over here on lag.com. This is a game that's called Ball Toss Puzzle, and in this I guess we just click and some balls sort of like fill in some spaces. Beyond that, I don't really know much about the game, but you guys know me, I always love a good challenge, I always love a good puzzle. It's one of my favorite things to tackle on this site. So let's go ahead, let's get started and see what this game's all about. So it looks like there are 25 levels? 50, oh my god, 50 whole levels. Okay, let's get going then. We don't have a lot of time to get through as many of these as we can. All right, so it's a 1 and a 2 on these. So if I click the 1, oh, okay. And then the little arrow indicates where it goes. Oh, okay. So the 2 one automatically spits it out. It's not like I have to click it each time. We got the cheering kids. They're really happy that I finished the tutorial. Okay, so in this one, wait, what the heck? There's 3 spaces on here. What happens if I do that? Just automatically fills in 2, and then it goes do. Oh, okay. They're really disappointed that I failed. They're like, oh man, what an idiot. How did he fail the easiest level ever? Okay, so if I click this one first, it looked like the balls jump over any filled space. So, yeah, oh, okay, that's a cool mechanic. I like that a lot. All right, so we'll be able to figure this out, hopefully, by using our brain and some logic. So I'm assuming I have to fill in these 3 spaces first, and then if I click this, it should hit this first one, obviously, and then skip over these 3 filled spaces to hit that 4th space. So, yeah, nice and easy. Okay, I'm figuring it out. I like this. This is really cool. This is very cool. So it looks like it's the type of game where you sort of have to think ahead a little bit. So for this, if I fill in these spaces, then this should jump the first space in front of it. And then boom, same for that one. Yeah, okay. So there's like almost a little bit of math involved in this. There's a little bit of logical planning. There's definitely puzzle solving. This is a game that is going to be very intense. So this one, I'm guessing because this is 4, it needs to go first. It needs to fill in these 4 spaces, because if I hit the 2 first, what would happen is it would have filled in one of these spaces and then the ball would have dropped into the water here, and we don't want that to happen. So this one has to go next also, because there's only 2 spaces remaining for it. And then for the 3, I think that goes next. Yep. And then this will skip over into that middle final space there. Very good. Okay. I like this. This is really simplistic. It's one of those games where it's really testing my mind, but at the same time, I feel very accomplished for finishing these puzzles. And at the same time, it's still pretty chill. It's pretty laid back. There's not like a time limit. I'm assuming it's probably pretty easy to restart these levels if I fail. I mean, you guys saw when the ball hit the water, it just automatically restarted the level. So it's easy to just jump right back into, even if you fail here. So this one, to fill those only 2 spaces that it could possibly fill. This one, we have to do that so that that can jump over, and then that leapfrogs into the last space. Okay, nice. Nice and easy. So this one goes first because it has to fill those 3 spaces. This one has to go because there's only 1 space for that. And then we do this, and then it leapfrogs every other to fill in the last 2 spaces. Okay, we're whipping through these. Now that I got a hang of it, we're whipping through these. This is actually really fun. I like this a lot. So these have to go because those are the only spaces they can possibly fill. So this is gonna go there. This is gonna go there. This is gonna go there, and there, boom. Easy. Okay, so this is good that there's actually 50 whole levels, because that means that I get to tackle all of them that I can. I'm very excited for that. I'm really, really excited to tackle every level I can. I think the 3s go first, so this one can hit that final one there. And then the 2s go so that these ones can leapfrog all the way over to the end. Now, if you're having trouble following along with me, obviously you can rewind the video and you can watch where my mouse cursor goes on the screen to see what order you should be clicking in. This is just me doing a lot of this mainly in my head. I'm trying to talk out loud as much as possible, but it's not always easy to do. So for me, some of these solutions look really obvious. For some of you, it might be a little bit harder. Although I gotta say, you guys are smart as heck. You guys definitely are really really good at these types of games, I feel like, and I almost feel like a lot of you are probably getting this even faster than I am. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt and know that you're a bunch of smarties. But anyway, so I'm going to hit this one first because this has to fill in these two. And then I was watching this ahead of time while I was talking here, and I think this needs to go down first so this can fill in the last two spaces of this little row. And then this 4 then can pop up, boom, boom, and then that last one just goes in nice and snug. Okay, I'm loving this a lot. I'm really enjoying myself here. I am really, really enjoying myself here. So this one has to go because it can only fill in 2, and we can't let anything block these spaces because then it would plop into the water. So I think the next one that we have to do is this one because it can only fill in those 2. And then same with this now. And then same with this now. And then these last ones, the ones go last so that they can jump over all the work that the 2s did to fill in those final spaces also. Man, I'm really enjoying this. This is actually really, really fun. All right, so this one's going to be a little bit harder, it seems like. The ones have to go because that's the only place it can go. So 3 will fill this in, and then the 2 will jump over this first one, fill these 2 in, which leaves the 4 able to fill in the rest of this column without stopping short like it would have if I'd clicked it first. And then it leaves the 1 so that it can just boop right in there conveniently. All right, so anytime, basically, my big hint here that I'm giving off here for you guys, the life hack of this game, is anytime you see a number pointed in a direction where there's the exact number of spaces that's in the number, you have to click it. Because if there's any holes that are filled in, any things that are lit up here by any other ball, then it will cause it to skip out of the arena, and you don't want that, or the area, and you don't want that to happen because that's how you lose. So it is a lot of mathematics here, and this one was nice and simple, nice and easy to figure out that way. So this is basically how I get a lot of the easy earlier thinking in these puzzles done. So this one, for instance, 1, 2, 3. If I hit this, if I hit any of these other ones, if I hit this 4, for instance, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would block one of the 3 that this would have to be in. So it would go 1, 2, but then it would have to skip this last one, and it would dump itself in the water. You don't want that. You don't want that. So now that we've taken away one of the 4 columns, holes that it could fill, there's only 4 left for it, so it has to go in there. It has to be clicked next, so it can fill all those in. Same now with the 2, same now with the 2, and same now with the 2. Nice! Okay, I like this so much. All right. So, in this one, it doesn't look like we have to be extra careful or anything because it looks like none of these are going to be ones that we have to fill in immediately. But I think, actually, no, that's a lie. This one can only go 1. It has to go there. So that leaves room for the 3 to go 1, 2, 3, which leaves room for, I believe, the 2. Yeah, the 2 goes next, and then the 3 goes next to fill in that. So it allows this one to jump this one, because if we had clicked this first, it only would have filled this one in, and then it would have lost. We would have lost. So we have to hit this one, so that one can leapfrog into the last one. Man, I like that this combines a lot of pre-thinking, some planning. It has math. It's got like a bunch of stuff that really tests your brain. This is really pushing my brain to the limit, but it also is a game that I'm enjoying a lot. So this one has to go, 1 has to go, and 3 has to go, because that's the exact number of spaces we have to work with for them. And then that allows the 2 to go, because that 2 up there has to go and fill those last 2, which means that the 3 has to go, it has to fill in those last 3, and this fills in the last 2. Nice. Okay. Nice and easy. And like I said, if you're not understanding the theory of this and you're just trying to play this game for the points on Lagged, totally understand. I also like achievement hunting. I like getting as many points as you can on the site. It's a fun little thing to do. But if you're having trouble following along, just know that you're probably not alone. And like I said, you can pause the video, you can rewind it, you can just watch where my mouse goes as it clicks each of the buttons to make sure that you're following along and getting the best answer. So this 3 has to go. It's got to fill those 3 in, and that allows me to do what exactly? I'm not sure. I think, oh yeah, use the 1 first and then the 2, because those are the only moves those can possibly make, which lets us do the 4 to jump all the way to that bottom one, and then that allows the 3 to actually hit the 4th slot here in its row. Very good stuff. So on to level 20. I told you guys I'm going to be whipping through these. I think that this might be the last one, though. That's a 5er. That was huge. There was so much to that one. So the 2's got to go, and then the 1's got to go, and then this 2's going to go, leaving the 1 available to do its thing. And we'll let this celebratory confetti fall down after I completed level 20. There's 30 more levels out there, guys, for you to challenge yourselves with, but this is all the time I personally have for this. I had a blast, and hopefully you guys had a blast watching me play this. If you did, please, please, please check this game out over here on lag.com. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.